Item F is the public expression, and each person that's signed up is limited to a total of 5 minutes speaking time. And we have two that have signed up tonight. The first one is Michelle Daly, I believe it is, with Goodwill Industries. Topic is donation bills. Come right up. And I'm going to take 1 second while she's here, and just for a second.
Hi, my name is Michelle Daly. I'm the Manager of Donor Development with Goodwill Industries of the Southern Piedmont, and I'd like to thank you, Mayor, and the City Council members for letting us address the donation box issue this evening. Goodwill, the Southern Piedmont area, has been established in 1965, so we have been in our community for approximately 50 years. Our mission is changing lives through the power of work, and our vision is to make sure that every individual in our region has the opportunity to reach its fullest potential through the power of work. We have 13 counties right now that we cover in our area, and Gaston County is one of those areas. We have a great partnership that I'd like to share with you in case you don't know, and it's been for about 15 years now, so we're very proud of it. Every Goodwill success story begins with a donation. Whether a donation comes through our retail stores, our attended donation centers, or our mini donation centers. That is our connection from the community to our job training programs. Last year alone, we were actually able to service 15,000 local individuals and help them find job placement. And we're able to do that because 90 cents of every dollar that someone spends in one of our 22 retail stores goes back into funding our training programs to help folks banking and hospitality, construction services, through our e-waste program, through our recycling. Our partnership with Gastonia, like I mentioned, has been for about 15 years now. We have 2 stores here in the Gaston area on Franklin Boulevard and our Dixie Village store. Right now, we also have a job connection that is on South Broad Street. We have 74 out of our 700 team members in Goodwill. 74 of those reside here in Gaston County, and 44 of those are actually employed in 2 of the stores that are here in Gaston County. Your community has been a wonderful partner with us with the donations. In 2013 alone, 66,623 individuals in your area donated to those 2 stores just last year. We have great partnerships with Gaston College, Gaston, the Chamber of Commerce, the Workforce Development, Gaston Together, as well as Gaston Leadership. So as you can see, we have great partnership with you guys, and the donations, one thing I definitely want to share with you, the donations that we receive in this area stay in this community to make sure that we are helping serve those who reside here that are looking for family sustaining employment. We would like to support your efforts in regulating donation bins. One of the things that we would like to ask of you is right now our donation bins are made of wood. And we know that the ordinance calls for metal bins, and the reason why ours are wood is because we actually have construction services training classes where we teach folks how to learn how to do construction so that we can put them out into the workforce in that field. So it's kind of a nice revolving circle. You place a donation into the box, the donations are sold in our store, 90 cents of every dollar that's sold goes back into training those folks on how to go out into the world and get a construction services job. So what we would like to ask, if you would reconsider the ordinance and possibly allow wood as well as metal containers. We have, I have some paperwork in the back to share with anybody. Do you have any questions at this time?
Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for that presentation. That was very interesting. 97 cents of every dollar?
90 cents.
90 cents.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then how do you fund administration? Where is the administration
Through
funding?
the other 10%. Right now, we operate on a $50 million budget annually. We have over 700 employees. We have 22 stores, 12 donation centers, and 22 mini donation centers.
And do your employees get benefits?
Yes, ma'am.
And you do that on that 10%?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we're very proud
I-
of our.
you should be. Yes,
Yes,
you should
ma'am.
be. You should be, thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Regarding the bids, Ed, will we take that, as they say, under advisement and research that again? Is that the procedure? Wood versus metal? Ed,
When
will
I
run.
do but we're not gonna vote on, the full council's not voting on that, ordinance tonight because it's not complete.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have the different things in it, so that will be coming back to council, so there could be some more
That's what I'm.
conversation.
Okay.
Right.
You said the magic words there. Okay. Anything else? Thank you very much.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
and what
much.
do.
Y'all have a
Appreciate
great
you coming.
evening.
Thank you. You too. Next on the public expression list is Sarah Osborne, the ARC of Gaston County, regarding awareness community partners. Ms. Osborne. Sure looks like there's two of them.
I didn't have enough space, but we have two Sarahs here tonight.
Two
I'm
Sarahs, okay.
I'm Sarah Osborne. I am the Executive Director for the ARC of Gaston County. And with me is a dear friend of mine, but also one of our board members, and this is Sarah Gaddy. So
Hey, Sarah.
the Sarah show, I am without an H and she is with an H, so we blend pretty well. Excuse me. But Mayor Bridgman and City Council members, we do appreciate the opportunity to come here tonight and to share with you a little bit about the ARC of Gaston County. Some of you are aware or have been involved or have been past supporters, but to get things started, the ARC actually was established in the early 1950s to support people of all ages with developmental disabilities, and at that time the terminology was mental retardation. As it has evolved, it has recognized not only children but adults. It serves and supports folks of all ages. Our particular chapter has been around since 1961, and we are affiliate chapter of the ARC of North Carolina as well as the ARC of the United States. So there are over 700 local and state chapters across the nation, and we're just a little bitty one here in Gaston County. Our mission, as we have tackled it for this year, is going into a new direction. And while we continue to support individuals of all ages with intellectual and developmental disabilities, we are moving towards the direction to promote health and wellness. Health and wellness means so much to different people, but it does mean the same thing for everyone. It's not just about fitness and exercise and nutrition, but it's about how we feel about ourselves, our life skills, our employment opportunities, peer relations, and family. And for individuals with developmental disabilities, regardless of their ability level, they still want the same things, and that still means the same thing to them. So in our initiatives for 2014, that's what we're leaning towards, is to promote health and wellness through fitness and nutrition, and through life skills and peer relations and family and self-confidence and employment, because family can mean more than just children living at home with two parents. A lot of our folks who are adults with developmental disabilities in our area live in group homes. They might not have families that are still living or are able to take care of them. We do a lot of collaboration with Holy Angels, with Special Olympics of Gaston County and North Carolina. We do some collaborations with Webb Street. So you get an idea and a feel of the folks in our community who we help to serve and support. Recent numbers that I have asked for from partners, which is formerly Pathways, the school system, and other service industries, allude to the fact that there are over 6,000 people in Gaston County alone that we can tag specifically. There are several others that we're not reaching. And so that's another way that our initiative and our mission has changed our direction this year. The ARC of Gaston County is the only nonprofit in Gaston County that's specifically designated to be a resource for people with developmental disabilities and their families. I can tell you that I have used them personally for over 9 years. I've been the executive director that long. I have our oldest son has Down syndrome, so I have a personal investment. I was at Wachovia and was a fraud investigator for 10 years, and then found out a position at the ARC. So I went from corporate banking to nonprofit because of my experience as a mommy. So the personal and vested interest is in there, but again, in our initiative for going forward and creating an enhanced vision and mission is to encourage new partnerships and to make new relationships or rekindle old ones. Whether it be serving as a capacity on our board of directors, possibly an advisory board with us. There's several different opportunities that can be made in order to gain more knowledge, because you're not going to get, whether it's financial support or sweat equity hours from anyone unless they understand what they're supporting. And so we're trying to create that more of that awareness. March is nationally recognized as Developmental Disability Awareness Month. And so not only do we capitalize on that month for awareness, but we also kick that off with, and if I can use this, do I just put it on here? Okay, sorry. We kick this off, this recognizing Developmental Disability Awareness Month every year with Shamrock the House. And this year, hopefully, you all have received your personal invitations. That we have added a Mardi Gras New Orleans flair to it. So it is going to be a wonderful gala event. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year. All proceeds go to the programs that we do. We have a specialized summer camp. We offer financial support and scholarships for daily and medical needs, as well as opportunities for enrichment. We help through Operation Santa Claus and a variety of other things. So I want to thank you for the opportunity to come and speak with you all tonight, and hope that, again, we can either rekindle former relationships or make new ones so that we can continue to increase the awareness of not only the needs and wants, but the values of folks with developmental disabilities in Gaston County. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Mr. McAteer.
Hey, you still have your softball game?
As a matter of fact, yes, we do. I recognized a lot of names here. We are actually, I'm sorry,
Before you came,
was Beverly Thornburg.
the Stoneberg.
Yes.
Some of them got up with some of us, and we played for years and years.
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, this year, the last several years, we have partnered with the Gastonia Grizzlies, and they host our event there. This year, on Saturday, June 14th, will be our 25th annual Celebrity Ball Game. So for those that aren't aware, it is an interactive slow-pitch softball game where we have upwards of 70 participants of both people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And Sarah is one of the best hitters you will ever see because she also is Special Olympic softball player. And then just any community members that want to come out and play, and that's another smaller fundraiser, but it's more about awareness to have that one-on-one connection with someone with a developmental disability. And but yes, sir, we do. So we already are in the works. A lot of planning going on to capitalize on the fact that it's a milestone anniversary for our ball game. So thank you. Any other questions?
Melissa, I think she would be excellent at summing up the jury. I think
I agree.
Thank you
Thank
again
you
so
very
much.
much,
Sarah,
Sarah
do you
and
want to
Sarah.
say something?
Sarah?
Do you want to say anything? If you can say anything, if you want to
Anything you
introduce
want.
yourself, tell them that you are on the board of directors and how many sports you play on Special Olympics.
I play sports, a lot of sports, and then I work at a person care. And on art, I love the art, actually.
That's great.
Sarah has worked for 8 or 9 years,
Yes.
for a local inclusive Mother's Morning Out program called Special Care for Special Kids. And her claim to fame in the one-year-old room is that she does not allow them to move up and graduate until she has taught them how to walk. And so being inclusive, it is children with and without disabilities. So that, again, is her claim to fame. She's been a Special Olympian since she could start. She's also been a global messenger for Special Olympics, and she's been a very, very instrumental member of our board of directors as parents, as business leaders in the community who may or not have folks or in their lives with developmental disabilities. Sarah is able to bring that voice and her voice to us on things we might not think of or are too busy trying to make the decisions for our kids instead of enabling their voice and their opinion. And as parents, sometimes we just do that. It just happens. So Sarah has been very instrumental as a spokesperson for our chapter. And the last thing I will share with you is, as March is Developmental Disability Awareness Month, we will see your shining faces again in 2 weeks, because we are wonderfully excited about having our proclamation at your next meeting. So we are very excited about that. Thank you again for your time.
Let me say to both of you that you're two special Sarahs, one with an H and one without, but both of you really are. And
Thank
some of these shining faces shine a little more than others.
And thank you,
Thank
Mayor,
you
for
very much.
saying our name the right way. My family's from South Georgia, so the fact that you automatically say it Sarah,
Sarah?
yes,
Oh, that
that's
makes
the
it
way to
good.
say it.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.